Welcome to the channel, everybody. And yes, I'll actually turn the camera on and everything else. So Kabam apparently loves me a lot tonight. And the second that I plan to go live, hey Mon, how's it going? Nick Brown, Billy Burt, how's it going? Nice to see y'all. I was planning on doing the beta tonight, and I was in it just a few seconds ago. But I wanted to reset something real quick. And just as I pull up the game to go live, the beta's down for maintenance. I don't know how long that's going to be down for. But that definitely throws off the entire title of the stream, the entire point of the stream. And we may just have to come back to it in a minute. Wow. So, have you made it to 1 million coins in the temple run? I don't even know what you're talking about. Because I apparently haven't done the temple run, or I don't know. Yeah, absolutely lovely. Like I said, I was literally in it. I went in just to look at one thing real quick and make sure everything was there. Right before I clicked over to live while we were doing the countdown. Clicked out of it for just a second. And then I went back in and immediately got, how about Spring of Sorrows? Show me how to use one. um well, the first part of that would be I would have to teach myself how to use well enough to do Spring of Sorrows. You were in an incursion party. No, I am not. I was not in incursions. What lobby am I in and with who? I haven't done incursions yet. So you're gonna I'm probably gonna try and reset one more time and see if I can get back in there, or if it actually legitimately is down, or what. If it is still down, have you made it to 1 billion coins in? Oh, 1 million gold, 1 billion gold. Um, Made it to 147 million points in Temple Run. Okay. I have not. I yeah. I don't. I'm not. I must have missed that one. 1 billion gold in MCOC. I don't think I've ever had 1 billion at any point in time. Matter of fact, I know I haven't. I think 147 million's the most I've ever had. In 147, 150, somewhere in there. A million is the most I've ever had at one point in time. Having gold and consistently having gold, especially when you get to the point where you're trying to level up champions left and right, is always hard to do. So, and that's even when like I'm pushing 999,999,999 is the max, though, right? I think it might be. I don't know. I know some people have done the max before, but I'm not one of them. So, and I don't think I've ever actually officially seen the max. I kind of wonder, with Brian doing the amazing amounts of gold that he did during the poolies, how close he got. I heard about the video. I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't watch all of it. Again, way too many things going on. I don't know. I'm killing bullshit, random crystals just to kill a moment and see if what's going on. Cal well to get to the max. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. It's been ages, obviously, since I've watched one of his videos. Used to watch him all the time. But obviously he hasn't been around for a little while, so he kind of slipped my mind at the moment. So give me just 1 second. I'm gonna try and reset one more time and see if I can get back in, or if the title is a complete lie and we have to do something else. Legitimately, anyways, I keep seeing stupid ads for hacks. It's annoying. I don't know how many people try and push hacks. Yeah, way too. There are ways. There are always ways. Give me just 1 second, guys. So we're gonna try and back out and go back in. I'm guessing it's gonna be down for the entire time, and I'm gonna have to change what we're doing on the stream, and probably have to do the beta later in the stream, or oh no, we're back. Cool. That works. So I was hoping that would take care of it. Long shot idea, but ads on YouTube, believe it or not. Yeah, I do have ads on. I will admit that. Speaking of things I have on, I need to kill that. I'm guessing you guys can probably hear it. And get the music back going so that we can actually play in the beta. This shouldn't affect my main account whatsoever. So let's just grab some extra stuff, because why not? Let's see how many revives I wouldn't have gotten on the main account. But anyways, guys, Act 9. We can take a look at it. So let's go ahead and take a look at each of the levels. Let's take a look and see who our current projected bosses are, and then play around and decide what we want to look at a little bit further, and how well I can do at this, which probably won't be pretty, to be truthful with you. But we ain't here to make things look good. We're just here to see what's going on. So we got Long Shot, Silver Surfer, and Gladiator Hulk as our first three bosses. Curd Bros. Thank you, Curd Bros. I love it. That is actually from the Seattle meetup promo pic that was actually done by White Mummy, commissioned by Abido, the intoxicated gamer himself. Are they sticking to 3? Yes, 3 pass each. That is going to be the new way things are with story mode from this point forward. We will only see 3 pass to go on. That is the first part. You shoot over to the second part. 3 pass for it, and 3 bosses. So let's go look, and we'll go ahead and look through each of these. That's 9.1.1. Of course, we have no clue what the rewards are going to be. Ooh, 27 star shards. Gotta have some kind of placeholder. I'll be back, Wolf. Gonna watch some videos on Wong. No problem, Amon. Are these champions over 1 million in Act 9? No. We'll see what everybody has by the time we get there. We're just gonna kind of look through everything. Those 27 star shards are super rare. I know they are. So, got Kashala in there. Gladiator. Oof. Not being nice about some of this. So our bosses for this one are Storm Pyramid X, Jabari Panther, and Silver Centurion. Wrong one. I hate the fact that it does that every time. And let's preview our third one. Still, like I said, we got the 3 pass. Let's go look at the bosses. I think the bosses are more important. Sauron, Overseer, and Gallon. Ooh. Rank 3 Gallon. Yeah. Act 9 is not unlocked for me, which means I haven't got... Act 9 is only in beta, and you had to be selected for the beta server to have a chance to even look at it. Luckily enough, I was, so that's why we're taking a look at it. J Flames, how's it going? Why did they train Horn actually bang with the song? Occasionally it works out. Yeah, you'll probably hear the trains a little louder tonight, because I got the windows open because it's a little warmer. I'm so over Sauron constantly being an act boss. I'm gonna call Frodo. Good football schedule just came out. Yeah, I did see that got released today. I haven't looked at it at all. So I may actually go to my first professional football game this year. Watched it for years, but never been to an actual game. But Abido and I were talking about it at the meetup. That might be something this fall. So we got Vox, Clairvoyant, and Lady Deathstrike on the third ones. With Ebb and Flow on her, that's not gonna be nice. Please tell me you mean real football, not that handball you Americans call. No, I do actually mean the NFL, the National Football League here in the States. No, Nick, when Act 9 comes out, you'll get it. This is just the beta. It will still be several months till till Act 9 gets dropped. Oh, the NHL. No, that's National Hockey League. The NFL. And not the NFL that I was part of, which is the National Forensics League. Okay, so we got Sandman, Shocker, and Craven. Will there be an Act 10? Eventually, yes. As long as the game continues, there will always be more story coming out. National Not Football League. And so, for our final boss of Act 9.1. We've got Weapon X. With what? You kick the ball one time out of about 1,000 yards. The rest of 5 hours is in your. I understand you guys' complaint about it being called football. I understand that you guys like soccer, football. I don't get it. I understand. The Americans have been doing things to piss off the rest of the world most of our existence. Appreciate the understanding. So let's look at this pass again. I think we should start with the end because we can't do it otherwise. So instead of weapons, wow. We seem to have Scourge. But to be honest, I've watched the NFL every Super Bowl. Yeah, the big game is always fun. Plus, there's good commercials. Honestly, probably the Eminem, Dre Super Bowl. Like, I don't even remember what year that was, but it was probably one of the best ones. Eminem, Snoop, yeah. I mean, there's always the classic, Janet Jackson one. Shakira was, I mean, I can understand a very good reason that one is a favorite. Rightfully so. So let's see. The defender reduces the attack energy of physical resistance by 5%. We're just adding up Scourge charges here. So we got to dodge special ones to get charges off, and he's just going to gain them no matter what. Okay. I don't know who I've leveled up that's going to work really well for this, but we will try. Hey, Wolf, how's it going, man? Not too bad. Lord Smash, how's it going for you? Samurai, how's it going? Nice to see you. Bro, I swear the spring of the spring of sorrow is a pain. Haven't tried it out yet. I did 2 objectives easy. The last small science, 1k units worth of revives. I had enough to restart 100 times for nothing. Wow. Yeah, no, I still got too much Act 8 to worry about doing that. Cisco, how's it going? Chilling, uploading the last of my missed survival episodes. Nice. I think we're gonna take in Hulk, because I know there's a couple mystics on the path. Yeah, I have rank 3 torch, but he dies in like the locked hit is great. Who else did we see on the path? I'm gonna take Tiger. Just I think who I've got that's got good heal block. I'm from London. I don't understand American slang. I'm sorry. Not even, not to be snobbish. We have. Oh yeah, no, it's yeah. Slang in different parts of the world are 100% different. Fine, and words in some part of the world are slang, but not. Yeah. Man, I can't be bear expecting the Mandarin to understand. He's got the best heal block that I have. I know he's got heal block.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk.
I don't use her enough, but we're gonna try her anyways.
Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning. Oh,
We'll grab CGR.
I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back. Moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams. We all want things.
Yeah, I butcher things all the time. It happens. Anyways, Thomas, how's it going? What is the hit points of a 200k overseer? Do we have him on this map? I'll go look at the one that's the boss. I think you're thinking about the boss from the other one. We'll go look and see here in a moment. To give you an idea of it, the 151k is it's a little over 1 million on Weapon X, which is great with all that regen. Share this out to your alliance members if in a group chat. Yeah, please do, guys. It's a great way. I mean, I know not everybody has access to the beta, so I thought this was a great thing to do. I'm more than willing to take a look at it and suck it up tonight. And it doesn't really matter if I suck or not. Mission 4, I think. Yeah, we'll go look at him in just a second. I want to put 2 more members on my team, and then we'll go take a look at him. And we're gonna bring in Heimdall. There we go. Appreciate it, Wolf. Not a problem. Always just here to help the community and stuff. This is what the channel's always been about, is to teach. And I may not be able to teach a lot on this one because I'm gonna have to study it a lot more myself to figure out what all to do properly. But this is the beginning of that. And it gives everybody a chance to actually kind of look and see a little bit of what's coming. So, Overseer, I believe, is on 3. Yep. So let me get this straight. You have to defeat the Nameless Collector, true or not. You don't have to. I mean, that's optional content. There's plenty of other things you can do and not have to do that. So a 220,700 Overseer has 1.2 million health. With release value, combo party, martial discipline, special 1 reluctance, power overwhelming, and redlining all on him as well. So yeah, he's gonna be a pain. This act will be interesting, especially with the new nodes. Yeah. So let me get this straight. You have to defeat the Nameless Collector, or true or not. Again, no, you don't have to. That is optional content. There is ways to do that without do what that will give you without beating him. Yeah, I saw him do that. So let's see how we do here. You guys are gonna have to bear with me on chat a little bit tonight because, as we know, I normally don't do high-end content on stream. These are normally video type things, but since it's the beta, we're gonna do it on stream. But that does also mean that I will probably be more behind on chat than I ever am unless I decide to have somebody jump on call at some point tonight. Because there is no way that I should be taking a special 3. I just 100%ed Act 8, and I'm very excited for Act 9 to release so that we can get started hoping to get Valiant maybe with these rewards. Nice. If you're looking to get Valiant, I would go look at Necropolis. If you have, obviously you haven't done that yet. Otherwise, you would already have what you need for Valiant. But because Act 9 is going to be several months still. But congratulations on 100%ing Act 8. I'm currently working on that myself.
You better pray that I don't see your face at any place.
threw that wrong and gonna pay for it. Yes, I have defeated the Nameless Collector before. Easier than 8.2 boss. Yeah. I was thinking that as an option. Yeah, definitely, Amos. If you haven't done it yet, that's the direction to go. Is go do Necropolis. Off the top of my head, I don't remember, Nick Brown. I believe it's close to 4 million. Chief, how's it going? Yeah, that was bad. Wow. Walked right into that. But crazy thing is, it is so complicated to understand the 8.2, but once you get it, he can be, yeah. Yeah, I'm about to go fight him 5 times in a row. Not looking forward to the next time, but I am looking forward to the 5th time. We actually just started. We kind of did a walkthrough preview of what all the levels were and everything, for the beginning. This is actually the first fight we've been in so far in Act 9. It started out pretty good, and then I kind of slipped up a bit, like I just did there. Dang. Nick, I'll look at it when I'm off stream. I can't look at it right now, bud. You're not. When I'm in the beta server, I can't do that kind of thing. All you have to do is make sure you have the charges. If you don't have the charges, you basically start from the beginning. Yeah. If you are working on Act 8, you could watch MCOC Noob on his channel. He guided me. I normally check out his and a couple others. Obviously, I do my own guide videos as well. So, I normally look at everybody's perspective on things. And then I turn around. Are you going to get the content creator title? Eventually. Right now, I don't meet the requirements. Special into the beam, then get 3 charges, parry heavy. It's really that simple, but when the charges fall off, I thought I have to still parry heavy, still, but nope. You have to SP1 to get, yeah. The Nameless Grandmaster is in, Necropolis. The Nameless Collector is in, is it Eternity of Pain or, Labyrinth of Legends? It's one or the other. Well, first off, you have to be a monetized channel, which we've reached that point. That was the easy requirement. Then you... I mean, everything shy of the fact that I don't consistently have 30 people in chat on my live streams. That's the only requirement that I'm shy of. I average between 15 to 20 on most live streams. So if more of my 1,100 subs would come hang out during live streams, then I could apply to be part of the content creator program. But I appreciate the support in any way, shape, or form. Legacy, how's it going? Nice to see you tonight. It's a good thing as far as I know, I get unlimited revives on this, so. Not even joking, the Spring of Sorrow fight is the hardest fight I've ever had to do. Did you do the Winter of Woe Absman fight? Because I heard that one was absolutely ridiculous, and even Kabam thought so. That was my fault. Double tap the wrong button. How did I get hit by that? Yeah. Last day of school. Congratulations, Legacy. Enjoy your break. Asman was easy compared to... Really? Fun. Good thing I'm working on Act 8 and don't care. I think we'll stay away from that for now. Finally figured him out below 20% in one go, but probably take me 3 or more tries because the setup is difficult. It's just the node that makes him annoying. Yeah. Samurai, you have to save your special until you are rooted, hold block, then special intercept. Last day of school tomorrow, then leave for the beach on Friday. I knew you were talking about going to the beach, so congratulations and enjoy the vacation. You made it through another year, so you have technically earned it. And I only say technically because school is kind of BS these days. I know I was frustrated overwhelmingly when my kids were in school because there were times that, like, I'm like, okay, well, you guys got to pull it together or you're going to have to repeat the grade. And then I found out they don't do that anymore. And, yeah. I'm not too fond of a lot of things our education system does these days. Not that it was perfect when I was in school by any means, but we're failing people massively. We're not even doing what the intent of school originally was. Ah. Let's see. I did it with Torch, 4 revives. Long will take 4 revives, and Jessica should take 3. Jordan, you're at 42 subs. Get a hold of me. I'll promote you out a little bit more, and we'll see if we can't get you up a little bit further. We'll get you to the point where you can start live streaming at least. The education system in North America is horrible. Got to make sure to teach your kids on the side. I know it's easier said than done. Nick, and don't demand people answer you. Everybody has the right to answer or not answer, up to them. So tell me about it. I appreciate that they cannot find their way around a town. They have to live in all their lives without using Google Maps. Yeah, I mean, it's simple things like that. But I mean, first off, I think one of the things that frustrated me the most was the fact that I was in college before anybody ever talked to me about different learning styles. That's something we should be talking about from kindergarten up. We should always be encouraging the idea of teaching people in the way that they learn, and we should have accommodations for that. And that's just some of my minor complaints compared to some of my major ones. Avon, where do you live? Because I would have thought it would be great there. I wouldn't see that is a command more of someone caring how they are, but that's just me. I'm just tired tonight, Nick. Yeah. Still going to try and stream an hour tonight, though. This will be my last stream before. Nice. Enjoy. I'm guessing because it's the last couple days of school, so that would be a good reason to be tired. It's the same here. After we went abroad and saw how people were taught around the world, I realized we were lacking really badly. Kids in our country are learning multiplication in grades. Yeah. The school system in second and third world countries are better, and I have no idea. Yeah, see, this is one of the things I talked about when I ran for governor, was the idea of putting aquaponics farms and wind turbines and solar panels in all the schools in Iowa. Partially because it would reduce the cost, but also on top of that, it would put fresh fruits and vegetables into the schools so you could feed the kids better. And on top of that, too, with the solar panels, the aquaponics farms, and the wind turbines. These would be kinetic learning opportunities that you could teach the kids life skills that could be used well after their education was over, no matter if they went into the field or not, just so that they had something that would be usable in their everyday lives. And like I said, would teach them in the way they learn. I also think that we need to talk about financial literacy in schools, something that affects your life for the rest of your life, but unfortunately is not taught during school. Wolf, who are the June MCOC? They have not announced the June champions, and they won't until later in the month. Wolf, we have it have that here in the UK. We have 5 sets of math, English, and science. Set 1 being highest, and set 5 being the latter, all taught differently. Yeah, see, and that's better. Learn multiplying in 2nd grade. Yeah, I live in a reserve. Our schools do not get much funding or money. See, and that's another thing, Chief. Like if you did the solar panels, the wind turbines, and the hydroponics farms, not only do you make money, because you reduce the cost and you can sell back part of the power to the grid, but you can increase teacher sales. You can increase the amount of funding you have for the schools. All of these things without having to ever take more money from taxpayers to give funding. There's so much benefits to it. I'm pretty sure we have some people from India here who ask when they learn stuff. Yeah. The good thing about it is I was forced to go to school, and there was free lunch, breakfast on the, yeah. Sad thing is, it only goes up to 9th grade for funding. That is sad. It should go the entire time. Food is not a right. Food is not a given. It should be like everybody has a right to eat. Algebra 2 this year. Congratulations. Once I got into the city for 10th grade, I was struggling with lunch money. When I went back home, I barely had time to cook. Yeah, I know a lot of kids that suffer from those type of things. Happy early birthday, Nick Brown. Here they have changed the grading system as well. When I was in school, 94 to 100 was an A, 90, and now 90 to 100 is an A. Yeah, it was 94 to 100 was an A plus. And then, like, yeah. But I've seen schools and teachers and everybody else do that differently. I don't think it's better. I think it creates a stigma. Set 1 are seen as snobs even when they don't act it, and set 5 are dumb. See, and I'm not talking about it in that way where like you're divided by your learning ability. I'm talking like some people learn kinetically, meaning they have to learn hands-on. They have to do it to be taught it. So like one person can read a book and learn how to fix an engine. Another person has to have somebody stand over them while they use the tools to fix the engine. That's not saying that one person is dumb and one person is smart. That's saying this person needs to learn it this way and this person needs to learn it this way. Another person just needs to hear somebody tell them how to do it and they can go do it. But our education system only teaches people, here's a book, read the book, that's how you do it. That's a failure, because that means the people who are auditory learners and the people who are kinetic learners get looked as if they're stupid. Nick, Billy has asked when your birthday is. Yay, Wong's done. Good job, Iman. Throw a team revive on. Yeah, let's throw some team potions on too. Why not? I feel our schools don't push for critical thinkers, and that's because I actually did a report on this in college. Our educational system was not set up to create thinkers. Our educational system was created to create factory workers. That's the whole reason for the school bell. Because that way you got it in your mind from a young age that when the bell rings, you start. When the bell rings, you quit. When the bell rings, you go to lunch. When the bell rings, you come back. Just like the plant whistle. When the factory whistle blows, you start work. When it blows again, you go to lunch. When it blows again, you come back to work. When it blows again, you go home. But yeah, I get what you're saying, Wolf. Some are theory learners and some are practical learners. I get that, but say, for example, the divisions is 90-10. It makes the minority feel a certain way. Yeah, I can understand that too. I don't think the division is actually that large, because the amount of people I've known over the years who thought they were dumb because they couldn't pick up a book and learn something tells me that the education system caters to a lot smaller percentage than what we think it does. No, I get the number as just an example. But I think honestly, it would not be, even if you looked at it this way. So you've got 3 different learning styles: kinetic, auditory, and visual. Even if you looked at it, they say you had 40% were auditory, 30% were visual, and 30 were kinetic. That's not going to be that noticeable. I don't think that you're going to find anywhere in the world where you're going to have a large discrepancy between where you're going to have almost everybody as one thing and you're only going to have a small amount that are another. But that's the other thing too, is especially if we address things like mental health and physical well-being and all of these things in school, we could address the idea that different doesn't mean different. It just means different. And you could start teaching those things from a young age. That just because Johnny learns kinetically and you learn by reading a book doesn't mean either one of you are smarter or dumber than the other. Let's see. Even at my age, I make a bit of money from YouTube, so I earn a bit while I sleep, eat, or whatever I'm doing. Y'all just remember that college isn't always the best answer. So, exactly, apprenticeship. There's a lot of really good programs out there. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm blanking it. There was one I was going to send my son to. Job Corps, which actually teaches the trades and helps them get directly into a trade. Going to the union can be great for a lot of people. Yeah, Legacy, you're going to hear the train several times tonight because I've got the windows open because it's so hot. And I don't have this place cooled down nearly enough. So the train's going to be louder than normal. What's up? Hake, how's it doing tonight? I think the majority of MCOC community, for example, watches YouTubers and sees how they did it or what they did with it instead of reading the nodes. It's the same thing. Exactly. You've got a lot of people who can just read. You've got a group of people who, and obviously a large group of people who can just read the nodes and not watch YouTubers and be able to do it on their own. Okay? And most of the YouTubers themselves can just read the nodes and go do it on their own. But then you've got those who need to watch somebody else do it to learn, or they need somebody to walk them through. I know plenty of people that I've actually jumped on a call with before and got them through content because I was able to explain it to them live. And that made a difference for them. So each of those things, like obviously you've got your 3 different groups there. You've got the groups that don't look whatsoever, and those are not represented because obviously you don't see them. But we know there's over 3 million daily users on MCOC, and not a single one of us has 3 million subscribers, including Seaton. There's Seaton, myself, all the rest of us who can read the nodes and just do it. And we don't all necessarily have to review other people's videos. As a matter of fact, most of us are doing it from the get-go. And then you've got the last group, whereas like Cisco's a great example of it. If he asks me, hey man, how do I do this node? And I explain it to him directly, he'll go beat any content, period. I tell him what champion to use, he'll go in there and do it. So, again, an auditory learner, a kinetic learner, and a visual learner. 3 examples within our own community. Triple Z, how's it going? I just finished work for the day, 10 p.m. here, and now I have a headache from crunching all the numbers for 3 hours. That sucks, bro. Different isn't necessarily bad is what, exactly. Different isn't bad, different is just that, different. Everybody is. The problem with college and apprenticeships these days is not you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know, because nothing is available to people who don't. Yeah, you got to work a lot harder if you don't know people. One of the things I'm great at is networking, and I'm using it to expand myself and eventually get my opportunities. My dad is age 60 and I'm 24. My dad is built differently. He had to read books to research info. I had to use the internet or a computer to search up answers for paper. That's not different. It's just a different tool. It's still doing the same thing. You just have a better tool than what he had. City, how's it going? Triple Z, I'm having an amazing day, to be truthful with you. Jordan, I get it, man. It takes time to build up subs. But the community is always here to support and help. He also used to hunt, haul wood, and sell it. I didn't grow up like that. Yeah, man, that's also because the world changed. Some of that is age, some of that is tools, some of that is, necessity. There were generations that everything was hunting, fishing, and surviving. And then tools came along and somebody had to make the tools. I grew up like that. He is fluent in my indigenous language. City, yeah, actually I'm doing pretty great today. Had a couple of interviews today. Got the first one got delayed massively. But I did get to it. I'm hoping to hear back on it either tonight or tomorrow. I'm guessing tomorrow at this point. Because they said I would hear one way or another by tomorrow. Also did a bit of networking today and reached out. I've got a couple appointments set and a couple more callbacks to do, and maybe actually getting a couple clients going so that we can get things going. Hey, trying to make my own opportunities here, trying to keep things going, trying to keep things alive. Well, I shouldn't even say trying, to be honest with you, because 100% am I keeping things going and keeping them alive. We're getting there, man. Between a rock and a hard place, I want to get the Revive bundles, but I also want to save units for 4th of July deals. I want the Revives for Fintech's Tiger Challenge and save what's left for. So buy them and just farm back up the units, man. Like, I know it's a little bit of work, but you've got time. You've got over a month and a half. Best way to build subs is consistent content, networking on other streams, and producing content everyone enjoys watching. It does take a lot of time, but eventually you'll hit the YouTube algorithm. 100%. Triple Z speaks the truth. And he knows, and I know, because him and I have sit down and talked about it for hours. It's how we became friends, was networking and working together on different things and making sure, holding one another accountable and pushing for better. Keep up the good work. Thank you, City. Love the attitude, Wolf. Just keep believing in yourself. That's what we're working on right now, man. We're getting back to believing in me and remembering how much power I have. So, we're going to get there. Yeah, at 60 years old, I guarantee you he knows a lot more than you. And he actually knows a lot more than about what he doesn't know than what you realize you don't know. That's called age and experience, man. By the time you get to 60 years old, first off, you're going to know a lot more than you ever thought that you could conceive to know. And the more amazing thing is you will know that there's a lot of things that you don't know, that you never knew that you didn't know. The older you get, the more often you are going to learn how much stuff you didn't know. You went to university? Yeah. I have 2 degrees and 2 certificates, and I've been to college 5 times. Exit, how's it going? Nice to see you. Thought I was dead. Okay, I got them. Time for Fintech's challenge. Let me know how that goes, Amon. Don't worry about how much more than you somebody older than you knows. Ever. 35 level 1 revives, 45 level 2s, and 15 level 3s. Keep them stacking. I'm getting ready to release a video on exactly that type of stuff as well. I've been working on putting it together. How to, everybody's always asking me how to build up revives and potions. Honestly, a lot of it is just being prepared at the right times. Obviously you can do the daily quests, you can do the apothecary. These are going to build up a couple here and there. But, doing the different levels of monthly EQ and grabbing those deals, taking advantage of the potion and revive bundles when they come out. It's about stocking up for whatever content you're trying to push. Let's see. Not bad. Nearly done with Act 8. Congratulations on that. I'm pushing it myself. Music is fire. Thank you. Appreciate that. This is actually music that's available in the YouTube creator section. Went and searched some of their free tracks so that I knew I wouldn't have to worry about any kind of copyright strikes or anything like that. Because I was getting hit with a lot of things when I was trying to use Spotify. So even though I was finding tracks that were saying that they were free use, so I went and looked in there and started going through it, and just to see what I could come up with, and I found a bunch of really good tracks in there and put together this playlist. So if you're looking for music for a stream, YouTube actually has some amazing music available. Yep, we're about to take an SP3 to the face. Told you. I'm trying to save as many 6-star crystals as there are champions and see what I can get really far off. But I think that would be a cool video, man. I would definitely check that out. The problem that you're gonna have is getting to enough before you end up having more champions released. Always keep grinding. It takes time, it takes effort, and if you expect it to come easy, then if it does come easy, it probably ain't worth it. And if it's worth it, it probably ain't gonna be easy. I think we'll get more shards than a month of 2 champions. Yeah, I mean, eventually, yeah. Hopefully. I mean, what are we at right now? 278, 279. Yeah, man. I mean, I'll guarantee you this much. You're definitely going to dupe a bunch of champions. Going to be great for the amount of 7-star shards you'll get out of it. At max sig, even half the champions, I should have about 123k 7-star shards. Exactly. Like, the stupid amount of 7-star shards you'll have out of that. Definitely gonna be worth it. Actually, a city, I am amazingly winning right now, man. Like, it has been a great day. I think the interview went really well. We'll find out. I know that I got some contacts made today. I got a couple follow-up calls that have got to be addressed. But definitely opened some doors. Reminded myself who I am. So we are definitely 100% winning. How am I able to access the beta content? It was random for those who were high enough level. You got an opportunity to opt in a couple weeks ago, and I've known this whole time that it was coming. How are you holding heavy? Aren't you worried you're gonna dash in? Never. Not with Tiger. I never worry about them dashing in. As soon as they dash in, I let up on that heavy and smack them in the face. Occasionally it doesn't work, but most of the time it does. That's why I love Tiger. Because I'm just sitting there waiting for you to make a mistake so that I can smack you in the face. Name a ball champion. Luke Cage. Why not would be helpful for the FinTech challenge. How do you heavy intercept? Back up, get yourself distance, hold heavy, and wait for them to dash in. As soon as they do, punish them for it. Yeah, I know. That's why, like I said, chat's going to be a little behind tonight. That time I didn't get a good setup on it. We'll look at it again. Hold on. I love Tiger. I play the crap out of her. It's about knowing your spacing. As long as you know where the closest point that they can be and you still connect with them, you can sit there and hold heavy all day. She's one of the only 2 champions in the game you can hold heavy all the time. A city, I'm on the beta. It doesn't matter how many revives I have. I have infinite revives. I'm on the beta.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way.
No, it's not the CCP. It's the beta for Act 9. I have not made it into the content creator program yet. Fintech challenge. I heard Fintech likes Tigra, and you got a heavy intercept for the challenge. And with Tigra, I think he wants you to use that. Yeah. Hey Wolf, what's up, man? Not much. Awesome Path. Nice to see you. How's it going? Yeah, no, I just happened to get to be one of the accounts that got selected for the Act 9 beta. So I'm taking advantage of it. Luckily enough, I happen to be far enough in the game to qualify to be selected for it, and also happen to have been one of the ones to get selected for it. So why not? Why not use it to show the community what's possibly coming? Obviously, this will probably not be the final product. That's why it's a beta. But it's really not that bad. What's the song name? This one is Go by Infex. It's Neffex. And the song is Go. Yeah, I read the notes, kinda. I read them before we went in, and I showed everybody the notes. So we've got the Scourge, Unstoppable. Scourge is the new theme of Act 9. The defender has a 1% chance to gain Unstoppable for 1.5 seconds whenever struck for each Scourge charge they have. I looked them over, I decided the team, and then we went. That's my definition of kinda. I didn't sit here and break them down the way I do in my videos. Exactly. Who reads nodes? That's what YouTubers are for. Except for there's no YouTuber out there to tell me what to do right now. So, I went through, I looked at the nodes, I read them for myself, I got a fairly decent idea, and I understand that the biggest thing is, in order to keep yourself from getting caught up by everything they do on this, you've got to consistently dex their SP1. I did read the nodes of the city, I just showed them to you. I'll show them to you again, watch. The biggest one is whenever the attacker dodges a hit from the defender's special 1 attack, 5 Scourge charges are removed. The Scourge charges is what gives them everything. They are also special 1 bias. Hitting the defender with a striker within 3 seconds after they finish a special grants the attacker 15-second fury. So we also have hold the line. Yeah. No, like I said, we did actually look through the nodes before we started this. That's what I spent probably about the first half an hour of the stream doing, was just going through and looking at the nodes, looking at the different paths, looking at who the bosses were for each level. And then we decided to jump to the very last level and pick a path and go, because, well, we ain't gonna sit here and read all night. If you guys saw the process for my prep time for the videos, on the guide videos, like, it's a couple hours of process just to get set up before I even start recording them. I did this once in Alliance War and got my... Yeah, no, like I said, I read the nodes, and we're doing what we need to do. The problem is that this one, in a way, the nodes matter. In another way, the nodes with this particular these nodes here are not like I said, the biggest thing is you can't prevent the scourge charges. They're gonna go on there. The only way you can remove them is by dexing an SP1 and getting them to consistently throw SP1s can be a pain in itself. Especially considering the Scourge charges go on faster than the SP1 can be thrown. Or build up to, more appropriately. You can read the nodes, or you can just come watch my videos and I'll explain to you the nodes. That's what I do. Obviously, I read Nodes of the City. I do guide videos. The whole thing started the channel. There is guides for everything from Uncollected all the way through Valiant on my channel. The Valiant series is still being worked on. And every one of them shows you and explains to you the nodes. But if we're just going to do things for the for a live stream, then we have to do the typical YouTuber thing and, you know, pretend like we don't read nodes and study extensively to play this game. So, trust me, when I do the guide videos for Act 9, they'll be completely, like, there'll be a full breakdown of every node on the path. There will be a complete breakdown of the bosses. That's what we do on this channel. We explain it all in videos, and then we screw it all up in live streams. Why not? It's more fun that way. I mean, do you know how horrendous this boss is about to be? Like, it's gonna be nasty. Nasty. Plus, on top of that, it's not like we're trying to be like the perfect YouTuber here and like you get through this on no revives or potions or anything like that. We ain't gonna do that. Screw that. What we're gonna do here is we're just gonna see how it looks and show everybody what it looks like and make mistakes. Because mistakes is how we learn. And then by the time I get to this, when it actually counts, I'll probably cry about it. Battleground stream win. We'll do a background stream this weekend. We haven't done Battlegrounds for a while. As a matter of fact, we'll do a friendlies on Sunday night, and we will do a push on Saturday night. I'll do my personal push Saturday night, and we'll do friendlies on Sunday night. Blake, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Boss for this quest is Weapon X. I'm going good, thanks. Good to hear, man. Matter of fact, we got one fight left, and then we're going to go look at the Act 9.1 boss, Weapon X. We always love Hulk. Hulk is good. I don't know. I think we did pretty good, especially for coming in at reduced health. Like I said, we ain't going for perfect here. At least they didn't put a Cyclops on this path. Vernon, access to the Act 9 beta already. 40% left to become Valiant. Congratulations. I still have a bit to become Valiant myself. I finished 8.1. I've done my first run through 8.2, my first run through 8.3, and then I'm starting to work on 100% 8.2 right now. You have to dex with CGR on this node. In order to get the charges off of them, you have to dex. Getting on me talking about read the nodes and then telling me not to do what the node says I have to do. City, do you do animation? I saw a few of your videos and they're actually very good. Yeah, I do animation, but I don't post regularly. Why did I bring CDR? Because I like CDR and I can do a lot of damage with CDR. And because there was a tech champion on the path. I became Paragon towards the end of last year. I have both my 7-star Venom and Domino at rank 3. Right now, Bahamut is getting in. He can do that. I'm not looking forward to the 5 times I still have left to fight him. Thank you. Appreciate that. Always happy to welcome a new subscriber. You won't do a lot of damage with CGR if you dex. Hey, we got through it. We only got the boss left. So I think we did well. That's always been my philosophy. As long as we get through it, then we did well. It looks like a Marvel version of Tigra is kind of, but first off, she's a good guy, not a villain. And secondly, very different stories, origin-wise. We're gonna do Viv. So, for Wolverine Welcome Weapon X, we have Adrenaline Rush. The attacker gains 100% damage reduction at all times, scaling with their current adrenaline. Adrenaline is gained after being struck. The attacker gains plus 80% block efficiency at all times, scaling with their adrenaline. 7 stars get a bigger bonus. The attacker's spirit gain increases by 100%. And he has a special 3. So, other than the fact that he can heal like a freaking beast, don't get hit or you'll die. Kinda. It's less about the not getting hit and more about keeping him heal blocked. Which is where the problem is going to be. I thought she was bleed immune. Oh no, she just doesn't take damage from bleed. That's right. Ooh. Do it first try. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. Have you ever done gameplay videos for Marvel Champions? I have 300 of them on the channel. So yeah, I'd say I do gameplay videos for Marvel Champions. Yeah, she heals from bleeding poison. I know. Yeah, I know. I was mixing up my thoughts. Do it on the second attempt. I mean, we'll see. I fully expect to die a lot. Oh, on particular Marvel champions. Yeah, no, I've never done. My entire channel is MCOC. At this current moment, I have never done anything on the channel that is not MCOC related. And at the current moment, I have absolutely no intention to do anything that is not MCOC related. I know there are plenty of other creators out there who are doing other content. But for the moment, I have no intentions of branching out. Kill the naked Wolverine. Yeah. Damon, how's it going? I'm out of tea. Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, I have had people ask me to do deeper dives on different champions and stuff, as far as characters themselves. And I probably will at some point. Marvel Champions is a full-on card game. Okay, yeah, no, I haven't played that one. I may have to look into it. Yeah, and just swap from variety content to MCOC content focused, yeah. I play lots of other games other than MCOC, but I keep them off the channel as of current. There will come a day and time where I put other things on the channel. I like this community. I've always liked this community. I knew where my people were, and it gives me a lot of opportunity to grow from this community alone. So eventually I may expand to other things, but for now, this is what people come to me for. So that's what we do. Any suggestions on a Zemo counter? Well, first off, don't accidentally bring in Heimdall. That was totally not what I meant to do. Definitely quitting that. No, there is nowhere close to all the X-Men in MCOC. There are way too many X-Men and nowhere close to all of them. As far as a Zemo counter, off the top of my head, no. I normally just power through him with, like, Bishop. I play MCOC, Star Wars, Galaxy of Heroes, Solitaire, and sometimes Candy Crush. I use Magneto for Zemo. There's another good suggestion. Yeah, I could literally go through and list without a problem. I guarantee you I could list 15 X-Men that are not in this game. Morph should be an MCOC to counter Nightcrawler. We won't get Morph until we get We won't get Morph until we get Mystique. We'll get Mystique before we get Morph. And Amon, Scott Summers' son, depending on which one you're talking about, is in the game. Actually, 2 of his sons are in the game. Both Cable and Strife, who are technically the same people, are in MCOC. Nightcrawler's father is a new addition. He wasn't, he's not even been, first off, and on top of that, he's never actually been an X-Man. They did not say she is impossible. As a matter of fact, I talked about this in the interview that I did with Kabam Honeydew. She is not impossible. What the thing is they're trying to figure out a way to do her that wouldn't overload the majority of phones. She will be in the game eventually, but it may be a while. Wolverine has 15 sons, so yeah, there's plenty of them not in here. I've had an idea of letting us use 6 champions for a month for Sinister 6 event and give Sinister 6 champions a massive buff when using 6. That would be cool. I doubt they'll ever do it. It would take a lot of coding. I've never had a Zemo in my Warpath before. See, now you didn't say it was war, because the nodes are going to be important there too. Nathaniel Summers is in the game. He's Cable. He's also Strife. I have had, let's see, Mystique Kabam. Yeah, I answered that already. Which is impossible to current. It is, but they're working on it. They should add Surtur. I mean, we have Mangog. So, the nodes are pretty simple. Okay. We still don't have Cloak and Dagger, as well as Beta Ray Bill. Yeah. I don't know. Cloak and Dagger will be a little interesting. Just because their powers are so intertwined. Oh, are you talking about X-Men? Yeah, they've been in as dialogue characters, but nothing else. But Amon, if you're talking about X-Men instead of talking about Cable and Strife. X-Men, yeah, okay. And it's man, not men. Man. But I got what you meant. Like they finally gave Aegon 1,000 combo that should be a synergy with someone OP. I mean, yeah, his 1,000 hit combo is amazing. Once you get him to 999, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's X-Men. The team is X-Men. The character is X-Man. Yeah, it's X-Men. Nate Gray is X-Men. Nate Summers is Cable. Oh, okay. Yeah, X-Men is the team. X-Man is Nate Summers, or Nate Gray, the character. There are two different. There's the team, and then there's the character. Because Marvel likes to be confusing. Okay, guys, we've got 2 weeks of the beta. I will probably do 3 or 4 streams of it at least. So I'm probably just going to finish up this level tonight. No. Nate Summers is Cable. Nate Gray, Nathan Summers is Cable and Strife. Nate Gray is X-Man. Different timelines. Remember when Call of Obsidian was bugged? Yeah. Yeah, trust me. Even I get confused at times on some of the different. It's just like the whole Madeline Pryor, Jean Grey situation. You know, you've got to take those into consideration. You know, one of the things that I grew up with is that Wolverine's name was always Logan. And then in recent history, they've actually changed it to it's James Howlett. Logan was his childhood friend. Continuity. And I can name plenty of Marvel characters we will probably never see. Yeah, they changed Wolverine's name a while ago. James Howlett. Dr. Disconnect, how's it going? Yeah, I thought about bringing in Nimrod. I probably should have. Yeah, it was kind of. That's why I brought in Viv and Omega Sentinel. Was the plan of stopping the healing that way. Mostly, I just don't have a lot of the people I need leveled up. We'll never see Lady Death or the Celestials. Yeah, those are definitely ones we'll never see. I doubt we'll ever see Legion. We'll never see we'll never see Franklin Richards. Mostly because Franklin Richards just breaks, like, the game's over. Like, we'll never see Epoch. We'll never see Infinity, Eternity. Like, I can name a lot of characters in the Marvel Universe that there's guarantees we'll never see. I heard Dr. Deuce and it was like, disrespect. Yeah, just working on my 3rd account. Congrats. Nice. I remember when we all thought we just got a Medusa's Lockjaw. Lockjaw, another amazing character that will never be in the game. He's the guy that saved the universe from Doctor Doom in Battle World. That is, oh my god. I know who it is. Molecule Man. Franklin Richards so powerful that the only way to go back to kill him was to go back in time and make sure Molecule Man. Use the heal block pre-fight. Okay. Were you reading the comics when Sentry was shown to be void and how big it was? I wasn't reading them at the time that like the event itself came out, but I do know about it. This does tell me for sure some champions that I will be leveling up before I get to Act 9 before it comes out. I will definitely be pushing up Nimgod. Not that I wasn't planning on pushing him up anyways, but he's definitely going to take some priority between now and then. Because I definitely do want a better heal block champion in place. I kid you not, I would adore Stan Lee character in the game. Give him powers of some kind. His SP2 could be called Excelsior. I started to read that comment before this, before I started going in here. Honestly, I was thinking, like, if they did Stan Lee, I think Stan Lee should be the only person in the entire game that is only a striker. So that he can improve any single character in the game. I think that's the way to do it. Oh, I knew the healing was going to be crazy on this. I knew it was. That's part of the reason why I kind of debated who I was bringing in. And I just didn't think I had a good counter properly leveled up. And that's something I'm going to have to consider on this when I get there. Is I will definitely be working on deciding who stream's lagging. I wonder if that's... I know they were talking about working on the internet in the area, so we'll see if it continues. I was hoping they would be done by this time of night. I also worry that the heat may be a bit much for the computer. It's part of the reason I've got all the windows open, trying to keep it as cool as possible. Sooty Dub, how's it going? Thought it was just me, definitely lagging a bit, but getting better. Yeah, no, I'm getting the error message too. So, like I said, it started doing it a little bit earlier too, but it cleared up quickly, so I'm hoping it will again. We're pretty much just finishing Weapon X and then gonna call it for the night anyways. But what I did start to say is, what particular levels would you guys want to see most of this? I figured we'd jump directly to the end. That way you guys could see what the first 9.1.6 boss is. But if there's any other levels or bosses, give me ideas and we will definitely take a look at them. You can't use red mags against Weapon X. I think I can, but I haven't tried him in this, and I just didn't grab him. I was thinking more of a tech counter and a heal block, and I just didn't have the right one. I'd put Stan Lee, like Sunburner Symbiote, only comes one time a year. That'd be cool. I think they don't put the boss down in the last chapter. They put it in later. Was that the question, by the way? No. The question was, what other levels would you guys like me to see? Would you guys like to see me do over the 2 weeks of the beta? And there is a chance that Weapon X may just be a placeholder here. I'm hoping not. But we still got a good chance of looking at the path. We got a chance to use Omega. Yeah. We're getting back to her. Come on. The buffering can stop at any point in time. Here we've almost got him down anyways. I just don't play Omega Sentinel that much. She's another one I need to take some time with. Can you? No, we cannot see the rewards. The only thing it shows is 7-star shards. My keyboard is going wild. And it's not even like a dramatic amount of 7-star shards. Like it's like 1 to 2 7-star shards per level, and then 20 for finishing the whole thing. Like it, yeah, you're not seeing any good anything with the rewards. And I gotta say, honestly, the regen hasn't been as bad as I thought that it was gonna be. I mean, I haven't had him properly heal locked yet, and we've still got him down to 36%, so threw that too early. Blake, I agree that it's great, but please do not say anything further about it. I don't want any spoilers on this channel for anybody who hasn't seen it. Name a poison immune champion. Hulk. Oh, Poison Immune Cosmic Champion. Sorry, I read that wrong. Captain Marvel movie. And then I look up and see Billy Burt say the exact same thing. No spoilers. I let your found. Yep. No spoilers. We don't talk about anything brand new that anybody may not have seen. You want to talk about any movies that are 2 years old or older? Fair games. But if it hasn't been out for at least 2 years, I don't care how good it is, I will not talk about it on the channel. Because I know myself personally, you spoil it for me and I'd be ticked. I'd love to see World Breaker Hulk in the game, but they'll never do him either. Is Maestro poison immune? He should be. Most of the cosmic champions were poison immune for the beginning of the game, like Thor, because they decided that poison was an organic substance on Earth that didn't affect cosmic champions. And then they stopped doing that. All I know is Mark Ruffalo says everyone in X-Men dies. Mark Ruffalo says nothing. And if you've ever read a comic book, you know everybody dies. I mean, hell, Superman died. One of the biggest events in all of comic book history was the death of Superman. But, yeah, Maestro. Yeah, I was pretty sure he was. Why is Wolverine wearing a metal helmet? Because it's Weapon X Wolverine. %. Anyone remember when he did that Jimmy Fallon show and he spoiled everything and it just blurred out? You know, there's so many things that, like, I gotta admit that being an MCU actor is probably one of the hardest things to be, just because it is so hard to avoid saying the wrong thing. And though politicians have trained themselves to say everything while saying nothing, That's not an actor's forte.
Yeah, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work cause my boss is a jerk and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life cause I don't feel alive and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket.
Name 3 X-Force champions. Cable, Domino, and Deadpool X-Force. DC really had a chance with the Snyder Cut, was epic, and now James Gunn to take over and love him for Guardians, hate him for Henry Cavill. I don't. They should have started all over. That's the thing, and I get that that's not like budget conscious, but you can't have somebody else take over somebody else's creative vision and expect it to have continuity. Either they needed to just go ahead and delay things and allow Al Snyder to do his full, or they needed to have it all start over and have James Gunn do it his way. But the problem that DC has had since the get-go of the DCEU is they were trying to rush to catch up to the MCU. And that was the wrong way to go about it, period. They were not going to catch up to the MCU in just a couple movies. Kronos Corp champions. Ooh. I don't even know that tag. Man, that Snyder Cut was amazing. Really sad they didn't do it. Yeah. I mean, again, they could have. They could have waited. Yeah, they could have taken their time, built their universe the way the MCU did, and they could have done amazing. But they didn't. They tried to shoe in 12 years of catch-up into 2 movies. And then wondered why it didn't work. Only 4 champions with that tag. Yeah. If DC wasn't scumbags and let Snyder's mom for his daughter, we would never... Yeah, they could have given him the time to mourn. With a tag like Kronos, is Cable one? Cable, Bishop. Between Iceman and Killer Frost, honestly, Iceman. Killer Frost is an amazing character, but Iceman is one of the very few Omega level mutants in all of Marvel Comics. He is literally one of the most powerful characters there is. He has the ability to not only freeze the air around him, OG Thor is one of them. Okay, now that makes it sound really... you know I'm going to go look this tag up after this fight, right? Like, it's going to be the last thing we do with the stream is go look up this tag. It's not a tag I'm familiar with. Look, you guys, we did it. And I got my 1 7-star shard. Yay! Kronos, of course, Kang, Villain, Iron Man, and OG Thor. Interesting. I don't, again, I don't even know that reference, and especially not with those champions. Like, that must be something from comics that I massively missed, which is possible. There's a lot in comics. Abomination. Yeah. Intriguing. I don't know the connection between those four characters or what that even is, so I'm gonna have to maybe do some research. Kronos, I want to say Corvus. No, yeah. What's your favorite Marvel Spider-Man character in? Okay. But with that being said, guys, so that was the first look at Hack 9.1. Like I said, we'll go into it and look at it more later on over the next 2 weeks, because we do have this beta for 2 weeks, and we're definitely going to try it out a little bit more. Feel free to leave comments on this video, get a hold of me on Discord or on line chat, and let me know what you would like to see. How many revives did you use? I'll go through and count. But it was less than what they give me. So, let's go ahead and jump over and see who is live that we can go raid and say hi to. Let's see. I'm guessing. No, he's doing Helldivers, so we're not going there. Let's raid Legacy. Because why not? Why not raid one of the biggest YouTubers in our realm, period, and go over and say hi and do some support. And maybe even get a shout out for us. So, if you guys would, I would appreciate the support if we could all jump over and say hi to Legacy with a hashtag Wolfpack Raid. And I will definitely catch you guys in the next one. Like I said, we're going to do a few more nights of this for sure. Over the rest of the time of the beta. But until then, guys, I hope everybody has a great day, a great night, and pulls a God tier champion soon. And until the next time, guys, I love you. Peace out.